Hello, everyone. I greet you all again today. I know most of my fellows are currently in dreamland, and not mentioning my country. It's towards midnight, 27 minutes before midnight, PM. Yeah, that is 11:23 p.m. It's the 20th of April 2018. We are sharing with you from the Republic of South Africa. And this is the elected TBC president in South Africa. And welcome all to our live stream. And I'm looking forward to share more on the subject that we opened yesterday about the fear factor. I know we didn't have an ample time to go through it because of time yesterday. I also live streamed late last night. So just like now, due to some errands and other community commitments that I'm having currently. Since we spoke that we cannot leave certain things behind, but we have to revive those who are in a position to fix whatever was broken within the community. So we are here helping them almost every day now. And like I said, it's not all about exchanging kringles and coins for cash and because our send buttons are on. No, it's all about reviving the communities and preparing them for the upcoming migration, since we already know that the date has been announced. So I think now we can just iron out a few things. I would love to read something for you based on the subject that we discussed yesterday, and then just to see how others can relate or view the whole discussion based on fear factor, because this is what we have picked up, and we can't just leave it like that. We have to get into it until we close it, so that tomorrow we can continue with other things that or things that requires our attention within the community. So what I've picked up so far, I'll read for you. We have 3 powerful steps to combat fear. Okay, so I came across the illustration from Erin Cox. Yeah, Erin Cox. She's explaining. I think that there was an attachment on the social website that was the January 23 on 2014. So she says there is only one way to avoid criticism: do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. That's what she says. So she has given us 3 steps on how to avoid criticism, because to some of the TBC community members, criticism brings fear to them. Some, they get demoralized, So because of criticism. So in order to combat it, the best way, according to Erin Cox, I don't know about you, how will you see that? He says, do nothing when they criticize you, and say nothing when they criticize, and be nothing, meaning be yourself. So now, let's continue. Fear. What is fear exactly? Well, some, they tried to explain or define fear yesterday, but though we didn't have much time, okay? It's one of the most basic human emotions, yet it's one that prevents a majority of us from living our greatest potential or following our hearts. Now she's defining fear. Now, 2 clients that dealt with her, they explain different way, meaning how they were affected by fear. And one of the people that are discussed with Erin Cox said that it really paralyzed her, because it's like a disease. So if you allow it to overcome you, then it will paralyze you at the end. And it will also overtake all your plans or your dream. So we need to try and avoid that, like she has already explained in 3 powerful steps to avoid fear. Okay. Now, when we continue about her explanation, she says, countless widely successful people have mentioned that they experienced some level of fear just as they were about to launch to the next level. And then the ones that actually do make the launch to the next level are those that keep their fear in check. When you try to control your high blood pressure, you must keep on checking, is it on the right level? And if it keeps going high, then there is a problem within you. Something disturbed you, okay? Then she continues by saying, almost everyone experiences fear. That is true. But I wanted to find out what set aside those that were able to overcome their fears and accomplish phenomenal feats and live their lives purpose, compared to those that let fear overtaken them and force them back to lives of mediocrity. So this is another explanation of her. Now, if you didn't read what I've just explained, you can always replay and get all these facts on how to combat fear and what exactly is the cause. So now she's giving us another 3 greatest categories of fear. Those ones are based mainly on women's, because she picks up that there were much similar complaints, but mainly from women in the highest percentage. So one of them was fear of failing. Remember, in brackets, women. Yeah. Secondly, fear of not being enough. And then 3, fear of disappointing people. Those ones are the greatest categories of fear that women complain about in most cases. That's what she says. Now, when she continues to say, but what can we actually do to overcome these fears? It's a question. First, recognize that you aren't alone. That is a fact. Now, in my this week's video, some of my videos on a live stream, well, I say videos because when you replay those live streams, they're in a form of video. So I mentioned something that people, meaning our TBC community, they need not to fear, because those who are with us are many, and those who are with the trolls or the opposition, you can count them. They are less, not even a fraction of 3 million. So now she's saying here, recognize that you aren't alone. So I was just adding something and reminding you that these things, they complement each other. That statement together with this, if you can listen to it carefully. Yeah. And she's saying, my friend Petty, in brackets, who's a super successful entrepreneur, recommends talking to people who have already done what you want to do. She continues, when I started doing that, I realized that every intelligent, successful woman I knew had experienced lots of fear and still accomplished amazing things. Like Petty, hearing other women's stories let me know that I am not alone. You see, she's emphasizing that point. You are not alone. Okay, let's close that paragraph. She says, you are not alone, which gave me relief and the courage to keep moving forward. In order for us to be strong in the Billion Coin community, we have to face challenges. Without challenges, then there's something wrong. Okay. In addition to that, let's hear what she's saying. Another great tip is to reach out for support. When my clients email me in the middle of the night confessing that they are paralyzed with fear, I have an opportunity to let them know I have been there and offer my love and support. Sometimes all we need is a little love and reassurance. If amongst us as the Billion Coin community, we don't have love for each other, we don't comfort each other, we don't embrace each other, yes, of course, this disease, fear, is going to shut our concentration completely. Only few will remain, which is not right. Then the whole structure will suffer at the end of the day. So we need to work on that. Okay. Now, she continues, though it's not a very long article. I'm just working on the main key important lines. Okay. Now she's saying, who can you reach out to when fear is threatening to shut you down? Because fear will shut you down. I know about some of the TBC members I've spoken to. Some, they even SMS'd me private that they have a problem of facing the audience or the crowd of people on YouTube live stream. And some, they're even scared to send what do you call this, YouTube videos for testimonies, because they have a problem of facing people. You understand that? So now, can you see that that fear factor is shutting them down? And they've been long with us. I'm talking about a number of people from my country, other countries, and they need a counseling. So let's continue. Under the heading that who can reach out, who can you reach out to when fear is threatening to shut you down? Okay, here's an explanation. Develop relationships and create networks of people that you can lean on when you need a little encouragement. You have those people already within this community. She continues by saying, your people can help bolster your courage and offer ideas on how you can move forward. We have everyone in this community. We have those people. She adds, another highly successful woman, Suzanne, suggested that when she's overcome with fear, she moves her body. Through movement, she is able to move and release the fearful energy. She also mentioned that when she is physically engaged, she is more present in the moment and able to have a more realistic and positive perspective on everything. Now, that's another way of dealing with that disease. Lastly, now, we are going to close this one now. And now she's giving us the concrete actions that we can take to combat fears. You see? Now let's hear. I'll take 3. 1, fully embrace the fact that you cannot fail. If things do not work out as well as you'd hoped or don't work at all, then see it as an opportunity to readjust, re-energize, and try again with more wisdom and experience. I read a book by Napoleon Hill. He mentioned something that failure is an opportunity for anyone to begin very intelligent. Meaning, in brief, try until you fail, but never fail to try. When you go in a ring, if you are a boxer, are you saying if you are knocked on the first round, you're going to sit there without standing up while the other man is roving around the ring? Are you going to do that? So the problem is people tend to give up. Let's go to the second one. She's saying, you are enough. By your very nature of being here on this earth, you are enough. Avoid comparing yourself to others and really focus on being the very best that you can in your own journey. Remember, we have a journey here in the Billion Coin. We don't have a similar approach when it comes to dealing with various communities around the globe. But at the end, we are driving the same system, the same mission. So, for an example, if you're going to compare yourself with Randy or Crystal Eyes or Steven or whoever, then you're going to have a problem. Be yourself, do your thing, but delivering the same message that you are preaching. Then that's where you're going to see yourself that, no, you can do it. Okay. She adds, with practice and meditation, of course, fear of not being enough will simply go away. Lastly, she's saying we must learn to disappoint with grace. Grace. Okay? It's never easy to let people down, but saying no in order to protect your energy and wellness is something we all have to learn as our schedules become crazier and we have more demands on our time. Now I'm closing this by saying, when done with authenticity and kindness, disappointing people can be the most liberating skill you'll ever learn. Now, we have to share both things within our communities. It's not gonna be all about yes all the time or no all the time. It's gonna be both. Let's say, for instance, the question that the audience is asking, or audience from the live stream or Monday meetings, like Randy Send Button meetings, people keeps on asking something that was already clarified. When is the migration? When are we cashing out? Something like that. We're not going to answer that. It's going to be no, a big no. No, we're not going to discuss that here. Go to the blog. So we must know where to apply no and when not to apply it. Also where. Same applies with yes. We're going to do the same. But now, some of us, it's like we are the ones who are begging the communities to come. And if we do that, at the end, we are going to tell lies and we are going to nab ourselves on the toes. So we must avoid that. We go out, we give out the presentation. If you are interested, here's my link, sign up, and you have to update your $10. And if you want, you can top up. If you want, you can top up. Then that it's straight. Even if they can go to someone else and ask about TBC, it's the same thing. But if, because some of us are hungry, we want to sell our kringles or coins or something, then we tend to say yes all the time. Yes all the time. There's going to be a problem there. So we have to talk about both things, yes and no, and a big yes and a big no. So why these laws are not being fulfilled is because of fear. And we've already discussed what causes that. Sometimes we are in a competition with others. Sometimes, no, I'm not worried. Randy is there to answer my questions. And most unfortunately, in time, he is going to answer your questions in time, not at the time that you are expecting him to do that. because sometimes direct answers can create a problem. So, and Randy can't just give out an answer like that together with top 10 if the admin did not give that instruction. So we need to be careful on that. Now, if they are not happy about Randy, they'll go to maybe Stefan and say, no, maybe Stefan will sleep her and give us the answer. If Stefan doesn't do that, they will rotate all of these live stream broadcasts just for one thing. Now, the question is, will you be learning by doing that? No, you'll be wasting time and energy. So we have to look at this whole operation in a two-way road situation, not only one-sided or in a narrow scope, because we might be nabbed at the end of the day. So let's avoid that. We are not going to convince anyone. We are putting things straight on the table. This is the first abundance-based currency. It works like this, and we don't work like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. Why are you not a wing of the banks or whatever financial institutions? Because 1, 2, and 3. Let's go and read. You see, because of this, so we cannot be that. Oh, thank you. Then the person will make his or her own decision. Then you move on, because remember, let's take, for instance, in South Africa, we are over 56 million. And then our membership in TBC is also 1%. 56 million. No, it's not one. Yeah, no, it's not 1%. I think it's 1%. Yeah, 56. Then if we are 56,000 out of 56 million, we still have a lot of work to do. Are you saying each and every individual from this 56,000 cannot have his or her own at a minimum of 1,000 members alone? If you take that and multiply it with 56,000, then it will give you a very good figure. Are you saying you cannot have your share, just 1,000 from that 56 million in your country? You can. In the Philippines, there are over 100 million. They are on a campaign currently to reach 1 million only in Philippines. So if one community member there from I think now they are over 400,000. If that 400,000 says each and every one must bring 1,000 members, can play around with the calculation. Yes, exactly. We are only 0.001% in TBC in South Africa, that's for sure. That's why I was working at 56. That is 1%. Thanks, Stefan, for that calculation. Yeah. And in my country, I'm not happy about that number. I'm not happy at all. In South Africa, yes. So if we can get to 10%, thanks, Stefan, really, we can make a very big difference. So let's say you as an individual, you must set an objective that I want to have, on top of what we have already, add 1,000, just 1,000, encourage each to get 1,000. And it can be done because some, they can add 1,000, but they don't know certain things. So they need our help to help them. Everyone must have his or her own stake from this 56, depending also in America, what is the population and what is the current membership of TBC, then you play around with this, those figures. Now, last part one, because it's 7 minutes to midnight. If some people under the sun can do it, where exactly are these people coming from? Are they from another planet, or are they from the same planet that we're talking about, planet Earth? Then if they are from the same planet Earth, then they're not different from us. We are from the same planet. Then we will win this war. We will win in this community. But if they are not from this planet, they are from another planet, that means those people are not born by a woman. They're from somewhere else. So please keep that in mind. And I never greeted you. I did greet you when I opened up, but now I can see all my fellow loving TBCians are here. I greet you all again, and thanks for all of you being here. Steve from the United States, hi. Stefan from South Africa, Pretoria, thanks for being here. And EMS in Thailand, Aneli said, my Filipino friend. And then TBC Revolution, I know him. My friend from Nigeria, TBC Revolution is from Nigeria. And then let me see, Mrs. Jules from New Zealand. And let me see, wow. Oh, we have a lot today. Victoria Flores from South Africa. And let me see, wow. We have a lot of visitors today. Okay, I'm out of words, but I love you all, guys, and thanks for being here. I know it's late at night, but I won't feel good to go and retire without sharing with you something, because yesterday we didn't have much time to finish our discussion based on the fear factor. So lastly, what I wanted to say is that the only problem that we are having in this community now is the fear. Because if someone comes to you privately and say, oh, Lawrence, you know what? I want to do this thing, but you know, there's still that fear. And not one person, maybe quite a number of them, then you'll notice that, yeah, that means it's a problem. I thought these people are strong. So now it really shows that everyone has, or she or he, they have their own weaknesses and the strong areas. So we need to have a way on how to deal with that and encourage them to come out, you know, and they can start with the 30-minute slots to get used to it, not less than 30. And then after 30 minutes, of course, they must also appoint the moderators to help them out. Then they are in. Our slots will be filled. Then we have different phases. Then we grow. And then in no time, we will be on over 1 billion in no time. So thank you again, my fellow TBCians around the globe. I'll be sharing with you tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be joining. It's just that our times are very close. I would love to join all of these live streams, but it's fine. Maybe I'll take 5 minutes on this one, 5 minutes on that one, or 10 minutes, 10 minutes. It's fine. Even in the Philippines, they speak Tagalog. Sometimes I battle to hear them, but I just go there because I know some they can interpret in English. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everyone. It's now 2 minutes to midnight. I will say good night for now. I will share with you tomorrow. And then if there are any comments or questions or something, you can touch base. There's my context there, the email. Yes, Stefan, I was thinking about that. I don't mind to travel. Yeah. Lunch will be super because what you mentioned last about 20% of tuitions in South Africa, I never slept to this day. So I wanted to find out exactly what is the problem. Now, the problem is one, fear. That's it. Nothing else. Yeah. So we will have our lunch. Okay, everyone. Thanks. It was good sharing with you. And I'm looking forward to meet you in person, all of you, very soon. I don't know which cruise some of you have chosen. I was born in Soweto, Stefan. I'm a Soweto born, but my parents, they're from Limpopo. And currently, I'm in Johannesburg South. Yeah. But I do go to Soweto because I need to go and check the old lady. You know when they advance in age, she will be 79 this year. So when they advance in age, you have to go there and keep them busy. Like today, I went to see her. I thought I would stay there 30 minutes. I ended up staying there 2 hours. Yeah, so I'm in Johannesburg currently. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in Vilakazi Street and many other places, we have a lot of restaurants, African food. We also have European style, everything. It's in there. When you go to Soweto, you will enjoy pap and flays, morojo, you know what I'm talking about, morojo, the green leaves, and yeah, there is a place at Vilakazi Street. Let's say it's called Vilakazi. That place, it's very cool. They make nice dumplings there and our traditional food, masonja. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and zamaleko. So it looks like you've been there. You know my place. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'll come to Pretoria. If I'm in Pretoria, I usually go to Zambezi, something Zambezi. Zambezi Street. Yeah. Because I did quite a number of TBC presentation at the McDonald's. And from there, I will go across to the complex right inside to further my presentation. Yeah. But anyway, thanks, Stefan. Yeah, you can touch base. You have my WhatsApp number, right? Yeah. Oh, you're on Montana side. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me give you my WhatsApp. I'll give you the local number. It's you can invite me 081 4114821. Yeah, there's my number. But if you are outside South Africa, you'll say +2781 411 4821. But if you are local in South Africa, you'd use, of course, 081 411 4821. That's my WhatsApp number. You can also call. Okay. All right. Good night, my fellows. Though I'm not gonna sleep, I need another hour. From there, I'll retire. I have to take my 8 hours. Yeah, I'll wake up, say, in about 10 past 10. Yeah. Good night, everyone. See you.